Nice weekend, Coach.
Yeah, very good weekend. We've played well. We've been consistent in all areas. We've gotten solid pitching, solid starting pitching. Bullpen's done a nice job. Made plays on defense, and we've gotten timely hits. So the things that you need to, the ingredients you need to have a winning streak, they've happened for us. So we've been very consistent.
Is that one of the most maybe complete weekends you had this year?
I'd say so. I mean, we had an idea the games might play out and be close because South Florida does have excellent pitching, and they've played pretty good defense, and the first two games were exactly that. And, the last game was a little more high scoring, some runs scored early, then it calmed down and runs again late. So, but I guess you could say it was probably as complete a weekend as we've had, maybe in every phase, a couple of glitches here and there. But again, it was, pretty consistent baseball.
What's the best part of this Vanderbilt rivalry that you guys kind of developed over the past few years, especially last year with so much was going on?
Yeah, well, again, they're in the region, just maybe 3 hours or so down the road. Excellent program, coaches that we respect, and we've had a lot of great games with them. So a lot of close games, in that series, and I think that's probably, added a lot to it. And then obviously we've met them in the postseason several times, here and last year in the Super Regional there. So, again, both programs have done very well nationally and highly respected, and I think that's obviously added a lot to it.
You guys are game up in the loss column now with 6 to go. You get a sense that your guys can kind of smell that now that you're chasing this conference title now that it's close?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't, we've just tried to approach it one game at a time, really. I mean, I haven't heard our guys, try to look ahead and talk down the road. I think they're focused on the game that we're playing that day and what we had to do to win. And it's just like Coach Mack says all the time, just keeping our head down, just grinding out, just like, Bubba Watson, so to speak, that we've talked about before. And we're just focusing, staying in the moment, and trying to be as consistent as we can and hope that good things will happen.
Knocking Vandy out of the tournament last year, do you think they have revenge on their mind going down there tomorrow night?
I don't know that. I mean, again, I think they're looking at it as a game that, again, there's been a lot of great games in this series, a program that hopefully they respect as well. I don't know if revenge is what's on their mind. I'm sure they want to play well, because they are playing good baseball too right now. So it's a midweek game with two really good programs, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of excitement.
Roger, as you've gone on this year, the starting pitching's been solid on the weekend, but Josh and Drew have done a good job midweek and getting some innings on the weekend. Where do you go tomorrow night and talk about the improvement of those two guys?
Drew has really thrown the ball a lot better here as of late, his last few outings. He didn't throw the ball bad yesterday. A couple of things go the other way, and he has a really good outing. But and Josh has come along nicely. He's done some nice things for us, obviously giving us an opportunity in the games he started. We will probably start Josh tomorrow as long as he's okay. I haven't talked to him. I wanted to let him throw today and see how he felt because we did use him Saturday. But if he's okay, he'll start the game, and then we'll see what he can do for us, and then we'll go to our bullpen. One of the things that I'm really proud of on the pitching standpoint is that, man, we lost a key guy a few weeks ago in Kyle McGrath, who was a big piece of our bullpen, and our other guys have, been able to make up for that. Joe Filomeno's throwing well for us, as well as some other guys. So hopefully, the hope was when Kyle comes back that we'll be that much stronger, and I think he's maybe a week or so away, from being able to get back.
You had such a great weekend pitching, and you had to make a couple of early appearances. The first inning, I think, of two games. Talk about the guys, once they get settled in, it seems you've had to do that a little bit lately, but once they get settled in, they're settled in.
Yeah, there's been a couple of times where I've had to go out in the first or second early inning or sometime early in the game just to try to, if anything, calm the situation. Hey, let's, this is what we need to do here. Let's calm down, refocus, try to make a quality pitch, get a ground ball or something like that. But, it's worked. It's been able to work out where the guys have been able to settle in and throw well. I mean, Funkhauser was very good the other night, and Jared Ruxer was outstanding in his start the other day.
Can you talk about just the progression that Funkhauser's made from last year to this year becoming one of your aces?
I've always been extremely talented, going through the development process, maturing as young guys have to. He's understanding, I think, things he needs to do to be successful. He's got a great arm, good stuff. You know, you look at him mechanically, like I said, he's rock solid. Sometimes he just has to keep himself on task because he'll maybe lose his focus at times, and that's why you see a guy that he throws as clean as he does, but he has, you know, maybe 5 walks in a game, which you think he should never have that, but sometimes he just loses that focus and has to get back on track. But he's done, you know, what the other great ones on Friday night have done in this program, and that's, you know, get us to the 7th inning or more on a consistent basis and give us a chance to win. That was the challenge set out to him early when we moved him to Friday, and in that regard, you know, Kyle has been outstanding for us. He's given us that opportunity.
You guys had great, you know, starting pitching last year. Had to rebuild that this year with 3 new guys. You got to like where you are this time of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that we have. We feel like with the 3 guys we're throwing on the weekend that all 3 can give us a chance to win. You know, and Funkhauser's been very good. Jared Ruxer's been outstanding. He's the rock that's right in the middle of that rotation, and you know, he's more of a strike thrower than the other 2. And obviously Anthony Kidston still kind of finding his way back, you know, from coming back from that injury, but he's had moments where he's been very sharp. And you know, if he can get in the strike zone a little more consistently, he'll be that much tougher. So when you look at those 3 guys and what they're doing, I mean, you feel like you can win any 3 of those games.
Thank you.
All right.